kitchen again. I'm going to try to make something today for the grandsons. They're still kind of upset with me because I made this German chocolate pie a week or so ago, and they didn't get any of it. So this is either a Mississippi mud cake or Mississippi brownies. I've got two recipes here, and I'm kind of going to combine them. Both of them came from the Ozarks Farm and Neighbor little magazine. The Mississippi mud cake in this recipe calls for coconut and pecans, but I didn't want to put coconut and pecans. And this one is Mississippi brownies, and it's pretty much the same, only it doesn't have the coconut and pecans. So we're going to use the Mississippi brownie one until we get to the top part. Then we're going to use this one. All right. We're going to start. Now, I preheated the oven to 350, so we're going to get started here with the KitchenAid this morning. We're going to take 1/3 of a cup of cocoa, put it in the bowl, and then it's a 1/2 cup of oil goes in there on top of that cocoa. We're going to mix that up. We're going to mix that before we add the butter. Where did I put that butter? Let me get the butter. I do buy butter, so I have to stick the butter along with my homemade butter. Now that's just pretty much mixed up, the cocoa and the oil, so we're going to add this stick of softened butter, because it's been sitting over there. It's soft, see? Now, I don't want to make a big mess. Bang, 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 bang. My husband laughs at me for that. We're going to mix that until it's smooth. Now it wants us to add the sugar, and I have 2 cups of sugar. We're going to mix that until that's smooth. See if it says how long. It mix for a minute. I just have to talk to you for about a minute while it mixes. I've got my pretty apron on this morning, but I don't have my shoes on. I'm a country girl. I don't wear my shoes in the house if I don't have to. Ooh, that looks good. Now we're going to add the eggs one at a time. 4 eggs, one at a time. Looking good. Then we're going to add some vanilla. I moved my vanilla into a little bottle. My vodka bottle's still back there, but I put some of this little bottle here. Let's see. 2 teaspoons. I'm going to guess at it. 1 and 2. Now I have a 1.5 cups of flour. Let's see if that needs stirred down on the sides. A little bit. It wasn't bad. Can you see that batter? That's looking good. But now we're going to add a 1.5 cups of flour. And salt. Let me get salt. Teaspoon of salt. it, didn't it? Just take that off. Now, I'm going to move you just a little bit here. Go too far. Am I in the picture yet? Now, I've got this 13 by 9. No, what is it? How come I can't remember? 9 by 13 dish, and I coated it with cooking spray. Let me adjust that just a little bit. Now, I'm going to get that other spatula out of this. And stir it just a little bit more. There's my batter. It's all mixed up. I'm going to put it into this dish and bake it for about 30 minutes, but we'll check it. It's all out. My little grandsons, Isaac and James and Thomas, will love this. It may not even have to be perfect, and they'll still love it. But I'm going to take it over to them after they get out of school this afternoon. I may take out 2 pieces for me and Terry, but they can have the rest of it. This will go into the oven, then we'll come back and make the marshmallow and the chocolate frosting to go on it. Be back in about 30 so minutes. Well, I've taken it out of the oven. It's piping hot. And while this Mississippi Mud Brownie is piping hot, where you can either take a bag of marshmallows, which I wasn't sure at first if I even had a bag of marshmallows, but I did, or a jar of marshmallow cream and spread it over it. Now let's see if this marshmallow cream will spread. If it don't, I'll switch to the marshmallows. I did put it in the microwave just for a little bit, and the cake's hot, so I'm hoping that'll help it to spread. Let's see. Now, if you were putting the bag of marshmallows, you'd probably want to pop it back into the oven. But reading my recipe, if I use this, I'm not going to put it back into the oven because this is spreading. And I'm using a little offset spatula to get it where it needs to be. And if I just wait just a second, the cake would warm it up enough it would spread better too. Get all the good stuff out of there. Let's get it out all the way to the edges. Trying to be. I got the marshmallow a little thicker one spot than the other spot. Alright, that's still hot. And it's not done yet, but I'm going to let that cool completely, and then we're going to make like a chocolate frosting to go on it. Then we'll be done. So I'll be back after this cools completely. It's looking good. Well, we're going to put the chocolate frosting on our brownie marshmallow cream cake. Mississippi mud. Anyway, in this bowl I have melted a half a cup of butter or 1 stick, and I'm going to add a third of a cup of cocoa powder. Let's just kind of get that mixed up just a little bit. We're going to get to try them just in a minute. Okay. And I'm going to add, let's add some powdered sugar. Probably going to take about 3 cups. So we'll start with 2, and then we may add some more later. Let's put a little dash of vanilla. Now, we're going to blend that up. And I've got a third of a cup of heavy cream here. They call for evaporated milk, but I have the heavy cream on top of my milk, so I'm going to use that. Put in my bowl. I'm not left-handed. Gonna add a little bit more of that. That's a good looking frosting. A little bit more of that cream. I'm going to add another cup of powdered sugar because I want enough to cover that, to make enough to cover that cake good. There's another cup. And let's just go ahead and put a little bit more of that cream. Go with my right hand. I can't do anything left-handed. My mama's left-handed, but I had it. My sister Teresa was left-handed, but the rest of us are right-handed. Go faster. That looks like a pretty good spreading consistency. Let me just see. Yeah, I think so. Now let's scoot our cake back here so we can put this on there. Here, come to me, cake. There it is. Now, there's our chocolate frosting to go on it. I'm just going to make a dollop or 2. That little spatula's not dipping it real good, but it will make it work. Get all that out of there. Now I'm going to get my little deal here and spread it. On the first video, on the first section of this making this cake, I had picked up a rubber band in the floor and I put it on my arm just because I didn't go put it where it needed to be, and then I noticed it was still on there. So if you see a rubber band on my arm, it means nothing other than I didn't lay it down when I picked it up and stuck it on my arm. It means nothing other than I do quirky old woman things. Oh, I've been known to pin safety pins on or clothespins on my clothes if I just don't go put them up right away. You know what? I've got some leftover chopped pecans here from, I think it's from the pineapple pie I made the other day. And we're just going to sprinkle them on there because I don't see how they would hurt a thing. And now, there's our Mississippi mud cake. And yes, I'm going to take a bite. Let's see what I want to cut it with. I'm looking forward to trying it. I really am. And I'm going to get a corner piece because, I like the corner pieces. Well, that works out pretty good around here because my husband likes the center pieces and I like the corner pieces. Well, you can't see it. You can't see that in there, but it's got that marshmallow cream, the brownie, the marshmallow cream, and the frosting on the top. Gotta have a fork. Here goes. I'll take a bite for you and me both. Need a glass of milk or a cup of coffee with it. That's good. One more. This one be for you. Mississippi mud brownie. Nothing wrong with that. I'm going to take out a little bit more of it before I send it over to Isaac, James, and Thomas. Here's your after school snack from me, Rita. Bye now. Love all of y'all. Love my grandkids. Love my family. Love y'all that have subscribed and watched me. Bye now.